All right. Drink is starting to kick in a little bit. Mexican rum. Shit's good. So, this guy, I know a little bit better than these people here. Like, I've never met this person before Valentine's Day. She was outside smoking. I was like, hey, let me draw you. This is somebody who goes to karaoke a lot. And so I see her there. And she likes that I sing Nine Inch Nails songs. This person I used to work with. Quit that job a long time ago, but I see them around at the nearby bar that I went to take these photos. But this person right here, yeah, this person here is a singer in a band, a local band that good band, good singer. It's him and his brother both in the band, but both the brothers are like really excellent performers and singers. Like, I thought they were good singers, you know, in their band, but I saw both of them do karaoke this week, and God, they're so good. They nailed their songs, and they did it without trying to sing like the original singer in those bands that they did the karaoke songs of, which is pretty cool, actually. Like, it's cool when you can sound just like the singer in a song that you're karaokeing, but it's also cool when you can do it your own style, and it's just as good, if not better, than the original, and they pulled that off. Yeah, I can't do that so much. Like, I try to sing as much like the singer that originally sang the song that I'm doing at karaoke, and it doesn't quite come out very well. I'm not a good singer, but yeah, I try to imitate the singer as much as possible, and I fail, and that's kind of like my style, I guess, that comes out. Can't remember who had that quote. It was an artist, maybe it was Will Eisner, who said something that like an artist's style is a combination of what they were attempting to do and what ended up coming out, you know, like your different, you know, flaws and quirks and stuff as an artist contribute to what your style is overall. And so no matter if you're imitating or not, like, those things are going to come through, and that's your style. Yeah, anyways, let's see about doing this portrait here. God, I wish I had more detail, because like the dark areas, like, yeah, over by the head, the top half of the head there, it blends into the background a lot. I gotta figure out how to handle that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this one started. I'll draw this one with a bigger face. Yeah, I totally have to get better at talking while drawing. Shit, it's gonna be a struggle. I do not feel comfortable talking to nobody. I do better in conversation when there's somebody there and I can see their facial expressions and know if what I'm seeing is landing or not. And then people tend to want to talk back, and the conversation will evolve, right? I don't have that in the streaming situation. Maybe I'll talk about things other than what I'm doing sometime. Like, maybe I'll tell stories. Again, this is a test run. Usually I stream the video game Foxhole, and that gives me something to talk about. You know, what I'm doing. You know, I talk about the game that I'm playing. Yeah, I don't have that right now. All exposed. And he's got one of those cool, like, ruffled vampire Lestat shirts. So let's see if I can get that to come through in the drawing. He's got a vampire shirt. This guy's such a good singer and songwriter. Jealous. I'm trying to write new songs for my band. I'm trying to get better at singing too. You know, so I should probably go out of my way and watch this band more so that I can steal from them and learn whatever it is that they're doing that's so good. I can add to my own art. I posted on my Instagram that I'm streaming today, but I don't think anybody's come over from there yet. I think Only people watching are people that are usually watching, which I appreciate you all, whoever you are. It's hard to tell what's going on in this hair from the photo, so I'm just kind of like doing the impression of hair. Dude has curly hair. Curly hair is so hard to draw, by the way. Progress. Things are happening. Let's see if I can pull this off. I usually save the eyes and the pupils for last, but it really depends on each drawing. Everyone's a different adventure. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna use the thick pen for the lips so it shows through any sort of detailing I add to like the mustache going on. Just give the impression of it, like a bunch of short choppy lines. Do the same thing to the jawline. Start throwing some hair on here. Yeah, coming out pretty good. Coming out pretty good so far. I think if I showed this to the person I'm drawing, they would recognize it as themselves. So it's usually what you want to go for. Like if the person can't recognize themselves in a portrait, they get a little disappointed. I'm just doing a lot of little short choppy pen strokes for the beard, and then slightly longer ones for the hair. Tend to start with the shadows in the hair, and then in between the shadows you put in like the other strands of hair, and kind of like follow the guideline of what you have in the shadows. I hope my bandmates aren't mad that I've never drawn portraits of them. I've thought about it, I just been depressed. I don't feel like drawing. Somebody pays me to draw, I'll draw. But I'm trying to get out of that mindset, because I didn't have that mindset until I was a grown-ass person that had to pay bills, and it kind of ruins art for me in a lot of ways. Especially because like the clientele that has money to pay you generally don't get along with ideologically or in a lot of ways, be like, and I don't think art cheapens itself when it's used for like convincing people to go spend money on things, and that's where the big money's at, is helping people sell hamburgers or beer or sex or anything really. Anything that can be sold needs artistic people to convince other people to part with their money. It just cheapens the power of art. It can be used to express ideas, transform people's minds, and through that transform their actions in the world. And we use that power mostly to get like a few million people watching the Super Bowl to be like, hey, I need a new car, or I need a new phone plan, or I need to buy a pizza right fucking now. It could be used for so much more than that. It's like, yeah, there are some memorable advertisements in the history of advertisements and in the arts and stuff like that, but the things that really stick in the mind are just those like, the stories that transform you as a person. Artworks that really express something that you've thought or felt, and then you see that and you're like, oh, somebody else has felt that. So somebody else knows what I've gone through. I'm not crazy, or maybe you are, but at least like you're not delusional about your observations of the world when somebody else observes the same thing, Alright, Vampire Lestat shirt. Or Prince. Choose your weirdo poison. Yeah, I can't remember what these shirts are called. Ruffled shirt, frilled collared shirts. I don't know. French something. I'm gonna go with French something. Or pirate collar. The pirate collar, arr. Everybody loves the pirate collar, but not everybody pulls it off. This person does. So far, so good. This one went quick because I just had to draw the face. I'm not drawing the whole body or anything. It's fewer things to draw, and then I can spend more time on those things. Refine them a little better. It's nice. And then, do I want to add any more shadows or anything to this? I want to add a little bit under the lip. Add some more under the eye. I think this one's about done. That one went so fast. Now, I'm going to take the 08 size pen and then add some definition to things, like This beard needs a little work so that it separates from the shadows under the chin. A little bit in there, add some in the hair. I like this person as a singer very much. Hope they really like the portrait that I did of them. Post it online, tag them, see if he likes it. And let's add a little bit of thickness places on this collar here. It's a frilly collar. And I hope I can make this more of a regular thing. I really need to be drawing more. I did this most of my life. I just only quit the last few years because of depression and shit. It'd be nice to pick it back up. When it isn't like commission work and stressing about bills, like it is a lot of fun. I fucking love drawing. It's just so depressing to spend your whole life hoping to make a career out of something and then it doesn't happen. Then there's like the whole mental illness aspect of things, you know, kind of like throw you off track. So hopefully I can get over some of that shit. I'm gonna have to quit soon so I can go shower, wash these armpits, face, go do sound, work on other skills to make a little bit of money off of. But yeah, I think that's the thing I like about doing music right now, is that I didn't spend my whole life doing it. So the fact that I don't make money from music doesn't bother me as much. And it gives me that feeling that I haven't had as a visual artist in a long time, where I can just do something to enjoy fucking doing it. You know, I create stuff, I learn stuff, make little discoveries, and it feels fun. It's not tied to like hopes and dreams and bills. Once it does, I'll probably hate it, as so many musicians do, but I'm not worried about making any money as a musician. Not going to happen. And if it does happen, I gotta split it with 3 other people. So pretty much be not making any money anyways. Let's see. That fixes it a little bit, I think. And then before I overwork this, just look one more time. So yeah, here's my progression for today. That one obviously took the longest, if anybody was watching the whole time. I haven't done this in years. Really rusty. Like, I used to be able to do these like 10 minutes each, and then I don't expect to do them 10 minutes each on a stream, especially anytime soon, but just in general, because it seems like the rule is that anything you do on stream is going to take 3 times as long as you would normally take, because you gotta fucking talk the whole time, you know, and that takes you out of the zone a little bit. And being in like that flow state or the zone, you know, is so important for making art. Yeah, it's a little distracting having to talk, but people like that, you know? It's kind of a necessary part of the whole streaming thing, right? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. If you're not already following, give me a follow, but I usually have like the one viewer the whole time, and probably somebody lurking, giving me support views and whatever, and I appreciate it. Like, seeing any number of viewers, you know, it makes it easier talking, so I don't feel like I'm talking to nobody. So yeah, thank you for that, and I'm gonna go. Have a good night.